Hello again. So we have covered Instagram, content creation, Facebook, touched upon a couple of little things here and there on Facebook, and then TikTok and website design, things like that. Now, what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about the actual Facebook aspect of this. Now, Facebook has become a very mixed, let's say mixed up platform where it's joined with Instagram. It's got a lot of ads, a lot of bots, a lot of information that's irrelevant, but it has some good aspects. So a lot of it is Facebook Planner, Facebook Marketplace, where there could be a lot of business gain provided it's done in the right manner. So keep in mind, we've been stressing the fact of shooting, if possible, both horizontal and portrait modes. And while I'm not a photography expert, you should have your lighting, you should have your sound, you should have all those things done. It's taken care of by a team that provides this service to make sure that when you do post it, it's going to be professional looking. And at the same time, you are not going to be spending an arm and a leg on this content. Today, it is not needed. Most of these shoots can be done very quickly, very efficiently, wireless microphones, etc. So you don't need to spend a ton of money. That doesn't mean that you have to go buy all these things right away because you don't know what you're doing yet. If you do, by all means, go ahead and buy anything you like. Now, we have covered Instagram, TikTok, the website, and the website was the latest episode, so go back and check if you need to. The website is more of a landing page, but my advice for the website is that it is more of a landing page with the information being provided, being very basic, sending people to all your social media feeds wherever you happen to be the strongest. So it could be Instagram, it could be TikTok, it could be Pinterest for some people. And if you're interior design or if you're posting about architecture, it's a much better way of talking to people because you may not want to be in the construction process of, your YouTube, or you may just want to show the finished product before and after. So there's other benefits to Pinterest and etc. If you're into furniture, Pinterest is also very good. So there's other platforms, but we are focusing on Instagram, TikTok, your website, and Facebook right now. So the interesting thing about Facebook is that you can post nearly anything. Now, Facebook is very lenient as opposed to TikTok. So when we said shoot in both formats work on Facebook because you can do shoots that will be portrait and goes into story. You can post portraits that will go into your feed on Facebook, and when consumed on a mobile device, it comes out perfectly fine. And if you shoot horizontal, it can also come out just fine. Now, the key to having both is that on a YouTube channel, for example, if you plan on having YouTube, your content will be displayed horizontally. And of course, you can consume it in portrait mode, or you can turn your phone, or it can be consumed in a larger manner on a full screen on a laptop or a computer, or on your phone as opposed to the portrait mode. Now, some people prefer the portrait mode. If I'm watching a video, I always want to turn it. I want the biggest picture possible. It's like watching a movie. So if you're going to be presenting me a whole recipe on how to cook something, I'd prefer to watch it on a bigger screen, partly because I wear glasses to read, so it's easier for me to see, and partly because it's a better experience. So sound quality and the quality of your content should reflect the quality of your food and the taste and feel of your business. So these are very important. This is why I suggest, if you can, shoot both horizontal and portrait modes. Now, that being said, sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes it's just too costly, or it's just time related. So what we're going to do is attack Facebook in a good way. Facebook can benefit you in many ways. In Asia, for example, in Bali where I am, everything is pretty much done through WhatsApp. So WhatsApp, everybody's got a link on WhatsApp, and slowly it's spreading to other parts of the world. But in Asia, everybody uses WhatsApp, so everybody has to have a WhatsApp link. Now, the nice thing about the WhatsApp link is you can post it into your Facebook post. and people can contact you right away. Now, if you're selling a car on Facebook Marketplace, people can click it. We have a website, people can go to your dealership, you can click all those links and get directly to where you want them to go. So if you are cooking and you're doing a recipe on YouTube, you can post that link into your Facebook page. Same thing if you're in a salon, and I'm just using salon and restaurant as a basic business model for my posts here. And if you have an art business, you have a construction business, whatever you have your website links in those posts. And what happens in Facebook is you can take a lot of that stuff to Marketplace. So if you're selling villas, you're selling houses, you're into property, all those listing links can go straight into your Facebook posts. And the key thing about Facebook for me is the Facebook planner in your business profile, because you can start posting ads. Now, how do we make these ads? Well, you can go into Canva, you can have designers do all these fancy posts for you. It is totally up to you, or you could just take a picture of a house and post it. So that's the beauty of the Facebook planner, and I love the calendar and how you can post content in there. So if you do not have a Facebook page, not a Facebook account, but a Facebook page, a business account where you can post, and it doesn't have to be a business, it could be your personal account. You could be posting blogs, you could be posting a number of things, you could be paintings, you could be singing, you could be doing whatever on your page, but it's more of a fan page if you think about it. So if you're not familiar with it, check out the Facebook planner. I love the calendar, and you can repost things, you can repurpose content, and that's the beauty of creating content. Part of the reason that we have so much content is because what I shot last month, unless I change my menu, that burger will be available next month. And I can still use that same burger picture. I can crop it, I can zoom in, I can add graphics to it, and all of a sudden that burger picture has now become something else. It could be the special for my next month's menu. It could be a sunset burger special. It could be sunset and beer and whatever it is that you may want to be promoting. It could be Christmas deals for your getting your hair done. It could be appointments. It could be so many things that you could put links to and have direct contact with your customers. This is all done easily through Facebook. Now, some of these Facebook posts, when I post my blogs, they may only get 20, 30 views per day. But in a month, I'm getting 600 to 1,000 views, and it adds up over the course of a year. So the point is to get eyeballs, and that is the point of TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, your website, your Pinterest, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, whatever it is that you like to do. So the thing is to get eyeballs. So when we talk about brand and consistency in the branding, you want to make sure that your logo is everywhere. It's the same. You want to make sure that the message you're sending to everybody is the same in different means. So as we already discussed, Facebook, we can post nearly anything. So you can repurpose your Instagram content into Facebook. Your TikTok, you can repurpose into Facebook. Your YouTube channel content that we will talk about later, but you may be posting it back onto Facebook, either as videos or as links to your YouTube. This is where it gets interesting. And this is where we will get into the next episode of how to utilize these links for your business. And this is what I've helped so many businesses with, but we will get into that a little bit later as we get past the Facebook posts. What I like about Facebook is that it's got the marketplace. If you're selling stuff, you can take it directly to marketplace. In villas, in the villa business in Bali, revolves around Facebook. We have 20, 30 messages a day for people looking for villas, especially during peak season. They want to rent it for a day, a month, a week, or a year, but it funnels through Facebook. Now, the good thing is that in Facebook, we always link our Instagram. And through this, we get the customer, so we get the hook through Facebook, redirect them to our Instagram, and they get to see more pictures of the villa. They get to see more pictures of what this place looks like. They get to see the sunrise, the sunset, or the street that you are on. They get to experience the villa before they actually book it. And then we can redirect them to our Airbnb sites. So these are steps that we're taking, and yes, it's funneling, but not in the traditional sense of funneling that people will say you build this thing and you funnel this thing into sales. And we are just leading them We're giving them links and they follow the breadcrumb into where we want them to be. And eventually they message us either on Airbnb or on Instagram. And then for our sake, we always go through Airbnb. It's safe and effective. But all this revolves around the Facebook ads. And villa business is huge in Bali. Here in Asia, it's huge. And so we funnel these things through Facebook to Instagram and to our Airbnb bookings. So this is what the purpose of Facebook for me is here. It may be very different for you. You may be a photographer. You may just want exposure and you just want your photos out there. You want someplace for sharing of this information. And you could have a blog. You could have just blurbs that you want to spit out every day. It doesn't really matter. The thing is, you get a different following on Facebook. You get a different following on Instagram, TikTok, and your webpage. Now, if you have a blog, it's also beautiful. It's perfect to be posting it onto your Facebook. People get comments, you get likes, you get shares, but keep in mind, it's not a place where you're going to advertise that. So we're not going to be advertising our cooking channel on there. It's going to be a place for people to look for information. It's going to be a place for you to share and redirect people into different directions. And this is where I find the benefit of Facebook, Facebook Marketplace, and the Facebook Planner itself, because you can post ahead a month's worth of content in a day. And what I tend to do is, with a sunrise tour company that I worked with, is we created 10 different ads that we post beginning to end constantly. And it's not repetitive because it's only 3 posts per month, and people can see the beautiful sunrises, they can see the mountains, they can see the Jeep off-road trekking and all that information. So what we do is we create the ads and we hope that those ads will lead to WhatsApp links, communication directly with the client and the provider of that service. And this is where we gain the business. So what we need to do is take a look at your Facebook. Don't forget to shoot horizontally and portrait mode, but you can use both. So take a look at your Facebook, take a look at your Facebook page, do some research on how to post all this content onto Facebook. And eventually, what I found, it takes about 2 months for it to gain some traction. As it gains traction, you will notice that people start following up with you. So that's a small episode on the Facebook page aspect of free advertising.